toolbox tour time. She's not sure what to make of this. Anyhow, I told you guys I'd do a quick tour. I did it once already and deleted the file. So, back at it again. Quick, it ends up being 20 minutes. Apparently I had more crap than I thought I had. Alright guys, quick toolbox tour. I had promised everyone I would do that this week. And she's the only one that's not happy with that. Anyhow, quick ends up being about 25 minutes because I did this once already and deleted the file. Live and learn. Anyhow. Start up top, of course, I've got my light. It works great for lighting this area up. I find myself like leaning on this and doing a lot of thinking in the such. But if I need to light anything up, I've got a bunch of free Harbor Freight lights. These little stick lights are great. O'Reilly's. I'm not sure where these, I think Menards has these. They're pretty cool. They work just like a flip switch. I think you could probably put them in a closet that's not lit. As long as you don't have a person leaving them on. They're pretty cool. The magnetic trays. This is the light that's supposed to come with it. Come with a 56 inch. It doesn't come with a 52. 28 bucks, but you have to go through the distributor. It's a buddy of mine's company, Rev Shift. They make urethane bushings for cars. I'm surprised he doesn't have his phone number on there. Anyway, if anybody has BMWs, Cadillacs, want urethane bushings, there you go, made in the USA. This is probably one of my favorite lights. It's a little rotate job with magnets on it. I use it at work. I have another one at work. And dark areas like this, you end up sticking it where you need it. You turn it on and it works like a cabinet light. It works great. I don't have to have my headlight on my head anymore. Just use this. It's a Lux Pro from Lowe's. Very happy with it. It's about 10 bucks. That's a Tractor Supply light. It's just there as an extra light. This one's from Amazon. It's got a battery in it. You can charge your phone with the USB. It's got a police light and the light. It's not all that bright for its size. It's big and bulky. If you need a area light, it's not bad. The hutch has ended up being like a catch-all. All my Harbor Freight freebie tape measures. These things end up everywhere. That's why I have so many of them. I consolidated them. Usually if I'm doing a project, they end up where I'm working and at the saw. I'm sure you know what I mean. I use Makita tools. I've only got a couple 3-amp batteries. I had to buy those for my Sawzall for the Makita chargers up here. I was looking at the dual charger today, but whatever. I'm not gonna spend the money on it. I am a flashlight whore. I have all kinds of these things. These are black light ones I bought. That's a regular one. This is one of those on a stick jobs. I might have found that somewhere. Another black light. I ended up with 2 black light ones because I thought I lost one. I bought another. These things are only like 20 bucks. They're not that bad. These were 2 for 10 or 2 for 5 at Home Depot at Christmas. I got a buddy who all he does is break and loose flashlights, so I bought a whole bunch of them because they're cheap. Magnetic pickup tools, marker, my crappy snap-on tape measure. Somebody didn't like the fact that I called it a crappy tape measure, but let me show you something here. Pull it out. Pull it out. Oh, I can't pull it out. Oh, let me hook it. Oh. And it's like this. I can't hook. It sucks. Anyway, that's why I don't like it. I'll get a new tape or something. I don't know. We'll see. I might put it on eBay. Or I might give it away. Somebody wants it. I'm not impressed. My Harbor Freight ones work better. Not really, but I'm just trolling. This is all the Snap-on stuff I've bought off eBay. Most of them were brand new. Not too bad at deals. This was 35 bucks, 60 bucks, 65 bucks, 80 bucks. Had that forever since the 80s. Same with that. I bought those when I was working on car audio. I keep the oddball Craftsman sizes that I don't have in Snap-on. Like the stubby flathead. I like that one. Nice long flathead. Pry bars. I keep my pry bars in my screwdriver drawer because everybody wants to use the flathead as a pry bar. And it's not. Use a pry bar. This little guy's great for that. The Snap-on pliers I got. Apparently these are really good at getting stripped out Phillips head screws. These are the bomb. If you guys are doing any electrical work, the strippers work good. The plier part is extremely strong, and the crimpers work like the old crimpers. Even the insulated ones, I always hit with that little bare nub. Seems to hold better. I like these. These are nice. I think those were 45 bucks. Next to that, the little screwdrivers. All the little guys. Oh, and I kept forgetting to mention, I think these are like laser cut. They look like they're milled with an end mill, but they call them laser cut for the Husky box. I don't know how secure they are. I mean, they're just a cabinet lock. It's not a big deal. And hey, look, you can see my number. These are kind of cool. Got these at Home Depot. They have wire strippers built into them. I broke my other set of insulated ones. I wanted to, when I was painting in here, I pulled the electrical panel box off. And all the electricians at work tell you to always check, because the screws back out on your electrical. But I didn't want to hit them with a straight non-insulated screwdriver because that thing's live. Anyway, I picked these up for that. They worked. Radiator hose tools. These are for taking apart phones and computers. In here I have miscellaneous precision tools. Some garbage ones, some good ones. This brand is good. This is crap. But if you need it, you need it. There's some Craftsman one in here. Ones. Anyhow, it was the easiest way to store these things. And we get these little boxes at work. We throw them out. So I figured I could use them to store some stuff. And in here I have some of my helicopter precision. These are MIP. Really good, Allen. I think they're like drill blanks. They're really hard. Some hobby knives and whatnot. That's another helicopter tool. I'm not really good at flying them. That's why I have a lot of tools for them. But I can hover them. These are all my RC car tools. I didn't have anywhere else to put them. They were sitting in a box, kind of wasting space. If you work on RC cars, these team associated or factory team associated handles are really comfortable. The tips are pretty reliable. I've got the flathead and the Phillips too. They spin really easy in your hand, so when you're using them, you know, just palm them. They're great. Highly recommended. These are the old Offna brand ones. That's what I had before I bought those. These are cheap Energies. Team Losi's. I never liked these, but they had them on clearance. They're good for the buggy I had. Pitch gauge for the helicopter. Little micro scale. Setup tools for your RC cars. Those are the Lexan scissors I always talk about with the hole reamer. I might end up giving these away in a future video. If any of you guys are into RC cars and whatnot, leave me a comment. I don't use them anymore. I got carpal tunnel. Hurts my hands terribly. That's why I stopped flying in helicopters too. Anyway, getting old sucks. That's a file handle I just got. The other Matco tools. I wasn't sure where else to put them. It's kind of my junk drawer. Pens, paper, tape, files, razor blades and knives, some miscellaneous measuring tools, and the Bruce Allen bitch snap-on ruler. They're not that good. It's not worth what they're asking for it. These blow them away. If you want precision tools, man, Mitsatoyo is great. Mitoyo, however you want to say it. I've got some Starrett stuff too. Being a tool and die maker, you end up picking these up. But the quality between the two, this is kind of printed on. This is all etched in. This is really hard. I'm trying to bend it. I can't. The snap-on one, I can bend. So that's just them trying to make money on it. Now you see the snap-on one's bent now. Anyway, not impressed. It's an old plant I used to work at. This was my grandfather's. He was into golf, and he was Canadian, so he loved his Essex Golf Club. Ford gave us these a few years ago. It's a neat little gimmick. Hook tools, scissors. I've got some calipers, cheap calipers. They work pretty good. There's nothing at home that I do that needs it. In fact, this is a cheap plastic pair just for quick. They work fine. Excellent little headlamp. They have these at Sam's Club. They are bright. So if you need a headlamp, good way to go. These are kind of neat. It's got a light, UV with the laser. I had I thought I had a leak on my M3, and I put some UV dye in the coolant system. I didn't have a leak, but now I have UV dye in my coolant system. Anyway, that's what that was for. Extra razor blades, miscellaneous. A 1/2-inch drawer. I'm not a big fan of the Craftsman ratchets. It's in here as a spare. I think they're junk. I like these Pittsburgh from Harbor Freight. Excellent ratchet for the money. Their breaker bars are good. Cheap. The Craftsman ones aren't bad. One of these is an old US one. One of them is a cheap-ass made in China one. There is a difference. The China one sucks. English and metric sockets. I've got a full set of Armstrong. I've got a lot of Armstrong sockets. We use them at work. I started buying them because the fitment's better. The finish, they look like a Craftsman, but they're not. I like them. Too bad they're, I think they went belly up now. This is a Cornwell set. I got those on a deal somewhere. The finish on they're industrial finish. They're ugly. Harbor Freight impacts. Some assorted big ones for axle nuts. Little fan tool. I think my kid gave me that. Extra sockets. Bunch of Torx bits. E-Torx bits. All Harbor Freight stuff. Or Craftsman. It's my where I keep my Makita stuff right now. These are all bits. More Harbor Freight bits. My little label maker. It's a little cleaner than other things, but it's better than these magnet deals. What are you doing? Cheap Craftsman multimeter. It's not bad. I can't remember who did the video on it, but I think it was Racer's Creed. It doesn't come with a battery, and the battery is almost as much as the multimeter was. But Harbor Freight will give you one. I've got several. I've given them away to buddies. Give you one for free, and it comes with a 9-volt. Yeah, whatever. Alright, 3/8. All these are Armstrong. All that set is Armstrong. Been finding them at pawn shops and garage sales. Like I said, they used to buy them at work. They don't buy them anymore. When you get them at work, they give you a like a tool check, and you have to return them. So, but they're good, and they weren't that expensive compared to like Snap-on. Snap-on's expensive, but again, I'm gonna get screwed because they're going belly up. These are the bolt extractors from Craftsman. These are the low pros. I got these on eBay. I think both sets cost me 50 bucks shipped. I have not used them yet, but I figure it's better to have them and not need them, and need them and not have them. We'll see how it turns out. Harbor Freight torque wrenches, I put the labels on them because it's just quicker and easier that way. I think the 1/2 and 3/8 were pretty close to size. Harbor Freight floppy head. I don't like these. Pick one. The double whammies suck on that one. These are good though. I like these. Now it's got 1/4 and 3/8. They're not bad. I haven't broke them yet. I've got that one and the floppy version with double. These were my favorite ratchets until they came out with these 72 tooth. So those have taken over as my favorites. The rest of these are just in here in case you need 2 ratchets. One of my extensions. It's an old torque wrench, I think, from my grandfather or my uncle who passed. I have to take it to work and test it, make sure it's good. 72 tooth 1/4 inch. This is the little 3/8 in a 1/4 size. Guys, if you want it, AutoZone. These are great. Again, I'm going to have to look up who was the guy that did the original video I saw with this. But nice find, buddy. Thank you. These are great. Little Titan 1/4 inch. Pretty strong. Nice and small. These are all, well actually these are Harbor Freight. Craftsman. I have a couple sets because they you know, when you buy Craftsman stuff, you got to buy the whole damn set to get a decent price on them. More torque spits. Having the Polaris, I'll tell you what, man, you buy torque spits like crazy because that's all they use is Torx fasteners. This thing's a little bulky. I bought it because it matched the rest of my Snap-on stuff, but I still like this cheap-ass all-trade one because it's an extension. One of the Kobalt ones has that too, and it's not bad. This Kobalt ratchet sucks. Sorry, I got a phone call there. Anyway, this is a Kobalt. It's supposed to be a gearless ratchet, palm ratchet, which it is. It's got a one-way bearing in it. It's very similar to the bearings that some of the RC cars were running. Anyway, one of my issues with it, it just kicked into neutral right there. And while you're using it, that's what the damn thing does. You're tightening, and all of a sudden it goes both ways, you know, and then it's just a fixed. There it goes again. I don't like it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but can't put much torque on it anyway. But I wanted like a palm ratchet that could get into a tight spot. It doesn't do what I wanted. Imagine that. These are some Harbor Freight torque spits, other ones. This is the original thing I bought from Harbor Freight 13, 14 years ago. The only thing I broke is the T40. They don't even make this case anymore. This is also how I found out Harbor Freight's warranty kind of sucks. They will replace it, but I brought it in this box, and all the people working there had never seen this box because they haven't made the box in so long. So they're like, oh, those aren't our tools. Those aren't our tools. I'm like, they are your tools. I bought them here. I know I did. Why do I have to argue with them over? I mean, the whole set was like 10 bucks. Anyway, that's that. Wrenches. I have a lot of junk wrenches. These are the Craftsman US. with a couple missing. And then these are the new Chinese Craftsman. They're better than the Pittsburghs, but I'm going to be looking for something better. I did just pick up these Sunex crow's feet, line wrench crow's feet, after watching Justin Dow. They're 20 bucks on Amazon, Justin. I don't know why you keep buying stuff on Tool Trucks. It's expensive. I think you said you paid 50 or 60 bucks. These were $20 shipped. These were the Tectons. I still haven't used these. I should take them to work. Excuse me, and try them there. It's cold here. I haven't pulled anything into the shop yet. It's English Craftsman. Cheap Menard in ignition wrenches. At work we have the Armstrong ones. I couldn't find them anywhere. Well, I mean, I did find them. They were 50 bucks on Amazon, which, no. So, try that. Those are extras. Some Stanleys of a set I had bought to replace something. All my gear wrenches. I try to use these as much as I can, but most of the stuff I work on, they don't fit. You know, when I want a box end, it's usually a tight spot, and these things are jumbo. Craftsman line wrenches, some junk. This is all English stuff, mostly old U.S. Craftsman. I don't know where I found these. Martin tools. Again, English. I don't use English much at all. This little guy. Not little. I use the hell out of these. It's an SK set. Metric. I've lost a few of the pieces, but they're identical to the All-Trade looks and everything. So All-Trade was copying them, but these things hold up pretty good. They're not a snap-on, unfortunately, because they don't hold up. They do end up spreading a little. Is what it is. I think I'm going to bite the bullet and buy some snap-ons here just because I can eventually. Let's see. Knee pad. Necessary when you get old. Your knees hurt. The thing works great. These are all Torx. These are like freebies from the vendors at work. There's some kobalts in there, I see. Those are those Bondus. Excellent Allen wrenches. Quit spending the money on the snap-ons. These are like 13 bucks a set. They're cheap. These are just random ones from work. Don't use them anymore in the plant I'm at. And they're very abundant there. I think they're given away free by the vendors. Miscellaneous English. I've got a set of Allen head sockets like that, but I break the 5 and the 6 constantly. The Craftsman ones, in fact, I think I got the Craftsman ones over here. They're, yeah, these. The 5 and the 6 break constantly. It's a nice little set for 20 bucks or whatever it was. The ratchet's absolute garbage. And these are made in China, so I don't expect too much out of them, but is what it is. It was a nice little assortment for 25 bucks. You know, miscellaneous stuff that I have. The little interior tools from Harbor Freight, some pick tools. But this is my my mobile cart. Tell you what, these aren't bad. When you're in a pinch, this is a whole set of Pittsburgh. Does English and metric. Does all those sizes. I think it was 20 bucks. For general, you know, pulling a battery or whatever, you don't want to keep searching for sizes. They're all there, so I just grabbed this and go. Like when I was swapping the battery on my truck, I think somebody put some aftermarket little battery terminals on it. And I had everything I needed. Craftsman English. Excellent little kobalt set. This is just like that, where if I have to go to something, this has everything I need, and it's easy and quick to grab. These are 20 bucks at Lowe's. It's got your deep and your shallows from 10 to, I think, 18. They don't skip a size. Great little set. I keep one in my M3 just to have it. It's come in handy. And that was that. Back to this box. Sorry, I'm random. Specialty tools. This is to pull the little clips on the pliers from Harbor Freight. Those little split pin clips. Oil filter wrench. That's for the pliers. Hold the wheel while you're pulling the axle nut to grease the wheel bearings. Fuel pressure, vacuum, flare tool, never used it. Fuel removal, another interior tool. Plier drawers, you know, your ear line snips. Don't buy the cheap ones, guys. At least get an A-name brand, and this Wisp brand's pretty good. These Workforce are junk. I think they're Home Depot. I keep them in here just in case I'm going to cut something that's going to destroy them. These are the old Craftsman handy cut. A couple of them are broken. This is just a shaping tool if you're doing ductwork, because I had to replace all the ductwork in my lovely house because the squirrels, before I moved in, ate all the fiberglass ductwork that was down there, and I went and put hard pipe in. That was a job. Husky channel locks, cheap channel locks, real channel locks, nice channel lock pliers. These are great too, these little guys. If you guys are looking for a good little set, these things are awesome. They're cheap. They're $6. Trying to get the number there. I'll have to read it to you. 424. Great little pliers. These are nit picks. I just picked these up at Menards because Justin Dow or Snap-on Junkie and Bruce Allen. Vice grips, your normal Allens or adjustable crescents. These little orange handle ones are great. Nice. They're cheap. Little SOG multi-tool. I keep it in here because the pliers are great. Harbor Freight needle nose, not bad. This was a nit pick stripper crimper. I thought I'd like them. I like that Snap-on one better. Not to knock the nit picks, but the Snap-on one is better. Those are nit picks. These are Tecton. These are awesome too. Channel lock. These are all made in the USA, guys, and they're cheap. These are 460s. They're huge. But I'm telling you, when you need them, you need them. They're great. I've got the Harbor Freight one also. This is a Snap-on needle nose. I don't know what the deal is with the Snap-on stuff. It rusts really bad. I mean, for expensive, these are like $45, and they rust. This is the Harbor Freight one. I want to say this was the same price as the channel lock. The channel lock's made in the USA, so you know what? Buy channel lock, guys. Some of the Harbor Freight stuff's a good deal, but if we can buy it in the US, let's buy it in the US. This is a little, these are made in Italy, by the way. These are wire cutters, but they're like, they call them zero flush cut. That's it. And it won't focus on them. But these are the flush cuts and zip ties. You want to cut zip ties flush? These are great. And then you're not cutting yourself when you're around them. These are $5 on Amazon. CHP 170. I've got 3 pairs of these. I got one at work, 2 here. One I've abused here enough that they don't flush cut anymore. But I cut all kinds of shit with them. We did that one. Uh-oh. That's first. Just jam the drawer on that. Some air tools. My brad nailers. Cheap impact. Remember, I just picked up that Husky. Very impressed with the Husky. And I haven't got the other one in yet. This is kind of a junk drawer. Chisels. If you guys get BMWs, my buddy uses long chisels to get off the fan clutches. Just smack that sucker with a hammer, get a big enough hammer, and it spins it. I believe they're a reverse thread. So, little tip there. I want to get the pneumatic one they sell, because I'm not into whacking that nut. You're going to leave marks on it and all that. These are great for taking apart my guns. And any other assorted. You ever break a screw off, guys? I'll give you a trick of the trade. I use an automatic center punch, and I go at the broken part of the screw and click, click, click till I get that sucker to turn out. These work great for that, as long as they're not rusted in. Like a lot of these broken screws, it won't work on a tap either. You need a tap extractor or EDM, which is electrical discharge, which eats it away. But if you get a broken screw, try one of these first before you start destroying it. That little impact will get it to turn most of the time. Little eye bolts. You never know. We did an engine install here. I used these. These are metric eye bolts. They work great. Don't do any side pulls with them. Straight up and down. This is just for cutting kindling for the wood burner. And then miscellaneous drill bits. These are all my snap ring pliers. And I finally picked up a tap handle for home. It is just a Pittsburgh, but I'll tell you what, it feels pretty good. I haven't put any torque on it yet, but it feels pretty good. I mean, they're not cheap at Harbor Freight. I think it was 20 bucks, which isn't cheap for a Harbor Freight tool, but it feels pretty good. I'm sure it's a copy of someone's. This is just my big 3/4 torque wrenches down there. Some hammers that didn't fit. I don't like these Husky hammers. They got the heads on them are rounded, so when you whack a nail, they like roll off. Thinking of taking them to work and having them cut the face flat. Sander, jigsaw, cheap jigsaw, router, circular saw, big drill, little drill, 3/8 drill. If my cordless don't work, this is where I'll go. Those electric drills have torque. And then this is my cordless. This saw saws the cat's ass. The little blower is pretty cool too. We use this mostly to get bonfires going. This little saw, I cut up all my my sticks and kindling. These little Ryobi kits are good. I think these were $5 or $10. Got a ton of bits in them. DeWalt, Ryobi, all missing bits, but those things are expendable. I know Snap-on says they replace theirs. I'm not chasing down a Snap-on truck for a bit. The other thing that I've done, the Harbor Freight, I don't know, whatever, the little magnetic holders. I paint them flat black and they match. They look cool. All my drill bits are here, my unibits. They matched pretty good. Just like that little wire rack, I painted it flat black. Which it's kind of getting to be the theme in here. I'm getting done. My cabinets I painted black. I did the trimmer on the bottom black. Painted the windows black, the electrical panel black. And then it's like a gray. So no more ugly green. I still have crap to move. But I'm happy. I got this little guy on eBay. I cleaned up a drawer in my box. There's my little Husky. So that's the toolbox tour, and I guess kind of a shop tour. I might include, well, I'll put them up separate because this is already going to be 30 minutes, I think, maybe even 40. This was on sale, Black Friday special. 20 bucks, 30 bucks. It's got no torque out of the hole, but it does what it needs to do once it's spinning. Nice. I got some carpet for my countertops. My countertops are some old ass ugly Formica. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. Oh, I hear the ducks. You guys want to see something funny? Watch this. They get in my garage and they poop all over the floor. So annoying. Anyway, guys, I know that was long. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.